Alright. So I apologize for the horrible camera resolution. It's actually to save on storage and battery. Because I wasn't going to wait till my phone was at full charge, because that could take a couple of hours. Then I want to make it till late. Then, you know, yada yada yada. And I realized in my NES review, instead of resolution, I said frequency. I wasn't thinking. So out of all the reviews I've done Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Pocket over there, Game Boy Originals over there, just truly to go and grab them. But today, I'm finally going to be more modern. No one has requested this to happen, but as of now, all my reviews have been about the retro consoles. Now, I'm getting a little more modern. This is the most modern handheld I myself own. I do share a Switch with my sister, but she uses it tons more than I do. So today we are going to be doing a review on the new Nintendo 2DS XL. That ain't a bit of a mouthful. Alrighty. So I'm pretty sure most of you are well aware with Nintendo's legacy of handhelds. They started with the Game Boy, or at least commonly known to Game & Watch. Tiger tried to imitate that. Failed miserably, but everyone bought it. Everyone bought it. The Game Boy had really good peripherals. The little Light Boy, Handy Boy by STD, the booster. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. One that's more sought after is the Game Genie, which I myself own. Because I'm awesome. Actually, no, I was given a bad full of broken stuff and I was supposed to fix it. However, the Game Genie had no problems. For some reason, I cannot find Mario Maker. That's some time. Who knows, maybe I just put it in a spot where I least expected it. So, to most people's knowledge, the Game Boy Advance SP was the first Game Boy to have a lighted screen. But in Japan only, they had the Game Boy Light. However, Nintendo, well, they made the DS after the SP, then they made Micro, then they made the DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 2DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS, new 3DS XL, new Nintendo 2DS XL. They made a lot of 3DSs. As you saw from the early days of YouTube from me, I had the original 3DS. I got that thing back in 2012, and I had it till Christmas of 2018. So it's lasting exactly 6 years. And I might be getting it back. Depends if my stepsister still uses it. Oh god, the stylus is coming out. So I hate you remove it and put it back in too much. And it just wants to fall out all the time, but I don't like using my fingers that much anymore. I damaged the screen in some ways, made it really dirty. There's one thing that would not clean up on my old one. I don't know what it is. But, all that way, let's turn this thing on and see how it is. So we got power. That means I didn't forget to charge it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot of people would have killed to have this back in the 90s. Like, legit killed. Well, not really, but it's pretty good. My stylus just fell out. How's the volume on this thing? Okay, so it's pretty good. Oh no. Oh no, God, it's got the clicky buttons. Oh God. Oh, I had the clicky button. What's the other thing? That was, Me Plaza. I'll check what I got for music and the music player. I acquired a few new tracks. On the SD card, I mainly have them. Dude, I could watch videos on this. Oh man, it's just the audio. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of scared a little. This thing is really modern, more modern than I'm used to. Like, it's like a smartphone, but like a game console. I'm kind of lost. Even though I own this and I've used it. Like, wait a minute. There we go. Did I use? Yeah, I usually have it like this. You usually see what's in there. Let's start with the game. Mario Kart 1. Just adjust the screen brightness so it shows up a bit. Oh God, that's bright. 3 is good enough. Let's try Mario Kart. Got like a little joystick and a little joystick nub. A bit excessive. What? What? Oh, come on. 2 sets of shoulder buttons? That's a bit excessive. Why couldn't they use 1 set? Let's silence fell out again. You know what? I give up. I'm just not gonna bother anymore. Yeah, I play this game quite a bit. In fact, I'm trying to get the golden cart. Let's try time trial. Let's do my winning combination. Let's just start off with the course. I mean, we're not trying to like be the best. We're just trying to see like how this thing plays. This joystick actually feels really nice. So I got little mushroom people. Okay, well this guy goes pretty fast. It's a lot better than what the Game Boy Advance can do, I'll tell you that, or even the original Game Boy. Even the original DS couldn't do as consist. But I do prefer the low-res graphics and the pixelatedness. This has its charm to it, you know, the primitivity is kind of charming. So that's what I kind of prefer, but you know, to each their own. So basically this game is the same thing over and over. Oh, what other? Ooh, we got Super Mario Kart. This is actually my favorite. Oh god, I need to adjust the screen. That is way, way too bright. Let's just be Mario? It's too long. Oh Jesus. Oh god, I suck at this game. It's easier with the D-pad, I think. Oh yeah, much easier. It's a little bit. Because I mean, it was originally made for D-pad, so it's going to be easier on D-pad, because it's like you got more control, but side scrolls like Super Mario Brothers, you're not going to have a problem. I better put this down before you get too addicted. Alright. Let's see how it handles Game Gear. God, my arm is sore. Oh yeah, it's in dot by dot. I have motion blur on, right? Yes, the Game Gear actually had pretty horrible motion blur. So sorry if you don't like it, but I like as original experience as possible, so that's why it's in dot by dot. Whee! Alright, so thoughts. I'm just got my stylus. Thoughts. Okay, no, you don't. So my thoughts on the console are very good, but it's just a little too advanced for me. I need to get like a better sensor of health. I find this thing way too advanced for a handheld. It's like a computer. People say this is a lot better, except for the fact that my stylus keeps flying out. Speakers are pretty good. It gets like stereo. You can actually get surround sound, which is what I have mine set to. I have it set to mono, but such an advanced console, why not take advantage of the speaker ability? Right? So, but I don't like it as much as I like the SP for a number of reasons. Like, I can't. Okay, so one reason is the hinge. This one, when I open them, it feels like they're gonna crack. Like they make a cracking noise. I don't like it. I feel like I'm gonna break it every time I open it. Whereas this one, you never have that fear. It's like a snap, then a snap. Snap, then a snap. Not a crack and a snap. Another thing is the way the cartridges are put in. Like, I know you got this flap thing here, but suppose if you didn't, then it was lying flush. Playing an intense game, you know, you got your hands like this, because it's like, sideways one, then you accidentally take out the cartridge. That's the problem I had with the original 3DS while playing Bowser's Inside Story, the DS version, that is. Will this hair get off? This one, if you're doing kind of like that, I know you wouldn't be. Suppose if you were. This, in order to take it out, you don't push it in, you have to pull it out. So I like the idea of a power switch better, because you can't accidentally press it. Gotta move it manually. I also like the primitive clicky buttons, and the shoulder buttons feel magnificent. I also like to play some of the speakers, because your hands are not going to be covering them, unlike the new Nintendo 2DS, where your hands are going to be covering them the whole time. You know, just get rid of that. Every button here is clicky. You do not need a home menu. Power LED shows up in a better place where your hands won't be covering it, so like you're playing your game, and you're going to see when it turns red. I do like the idea of a power roller better because it's more accurate. But this is pretty good too. This is actually the best power volume slider I've ever seen. I think that's a power roller. I need help. And but this thing feels really good to hold. This whole setup is just nice. The screen isn't too large, it's not too small, it's actually perfect. It's just big enough to be comfortable, and just small enough to be compact enough. Plus the buttons are a lot less clicky here, and I like the slant. It just feels really natural. Whereas this, it just feels like kind of forced. Like if there were the membrane buttons like on the Game Boy, like here, let me show you. So if they were like the membrane buttons, I could respect that. Like on the original DS, it used membrane buttons. That was perfectly fine, but they didn't have to use the clicky buttons. I guess they have their reasons. Maybe they think it feels nicer, but it does not. I like that spongy and springy feel, rather than click, 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 click. Once I was trying to get all the coins I could from a multi-coin block in Super Mario Brothers, and my mom asked me if I could keep the clicking down. I said, no, I can't. And she said, we'll go to another room and play. Whereas with this, I wouldn't have that problem. It would be an occasional clicking, but not the whole time being click, 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 click. But this is fine. It's not such a strong click as the new Nintendo 2DS, but I like how advanced this console is, because, you know, I could play with my friends wirelessly, because all my friends, at least a lot of them, have a DS. So you can play multiplayer games with them without having to be connected with a wire. But I also like the idea of being close together and playing, because it kind of gives that feel of split-screen multiplayer. You know, you're right next to each other laughing and having a good time, or if you're doing it wirelessly, you could be in completely different houses and playing. You'll be able to interact with them. So it's not going to be as much fun. As you can tell, I'm very old school, but I feel like it's very like, even with the Game Boy Advance wireless things, that's still really good, because you still gotta be close together for it to work. They're not Bluetooth, they're not Wi-Fi. It's like infrared or something. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to rate the new Nintendo 2DS probably like a 5 or a 6. Because, number 1, this thing is way too large. Number 2, do not need a touch screen. You can have one, but why do you need 2? I find that a bit excessive. I mean, I get it was a cool idea, but why can't why can't there be one screen? Like, how come it can't just be this bottom portion and everything shows up here? You don't need both screens. Like, okay, so here's how it should be. Like, you have the little menu, and you select them on the side here, like a Windows desktop wallpaper screen, and then the little spinning icon for the game shows up here, where you would navigate through all of them as you scroll down. And yes, you can have a camera. There could be one right here. There won't be a hinge. And then you can keep the one on the back. Oh crap. You don't want to see my feeling, do you? You can keep the one on the back, but you do not need two screens. The buttons are way too clicky. The hinges, oh god, I always feel like I'm gonna break this thing. A microphone? I mean, yeah, there's voice recorder and camera, but what's the point of having a microphone if when you're playing multiplayer you can't talk to each other, because they'll still have the fun of split screen. You get to talk to your friend. But I do like the grooves on the top, I'll have to give it back. But this plastic is so fingerprint prone, like, it's not as bad on this, or the pocket, because they use a different kind of paint. They're not really cheap with their materials, which I kind of dislike because they lose their quality, but it's a great console. But I just don't like it as much as I like the older handhelds and consoles. Alright, that just about wraps up today's video. I'm sorry it was so long. But you know, it is what it is. But you heard my opinion on the 2DS is about 50-50. Maybe if the buttons were less clicky, and you know, it wasn't so advanced, then it would be a higher thing. Like, it could be like the GameCube, but with cartridges. Or the Wii. Yeah, I know, that was pretty advanced. Not advanced to the point where a newbie, when it comes to handhelds, would get confused. Or like, even the DS, like the original DS. There's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, let bygones be bygones, you know. Just have what you want. You know, there's no time in for taste, but I do not personally enjoy it as much as the other consoles by Nintendo I own. But I enjoy it enough to want to play games made for it. Unfortunately, though, the only one I can find is Mario Kart, but I'm gonna look for the other ones pretty soon. Maybe I would put it in a place where I at least expect it. Like, maybe I just put them all together in a bag. Like, I think that's what I did. Because when we first moved in, I had all the games in this tote bag. This one here. I took it to my dad. Sometimes it's like Super Nintendo. That one I had in Yoshi Revenge. I don't know if I put it in any other videos I made, but I do have the original Super Nintendo, which is not work, but I'm hoping to do some work on it. And again, please do like a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. If you want to know about more uploads, as pretty much as soon as I put them up, and please ring that bell. And if I don't make a video before then, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And just like how I finished my last review, right between the eyes. I still can't figure out why I said that.